Hi, I'm Kevin from the Awareness Tai Chi, and we're part of our next step is helping people cope with all the kinds of different things that are going on. So one of the things that's been brought to our attention is people working from home. How can they, get some exercise or at least deal with some of the stresses of sitting at their desk? Now, this isn't exactly a desk, and your configuration may be different. You might be wearing your house coat or your pajamas or something like that. But anytime where you're sitting, and you can even take this when we get back to working in our offices and stuff like that, you can take this back with you, and this can still be something that you can sort of include in your daily routines. You may be working from a laptop, your keyboard and stuff. And one of the things that's been very common with people doing repetitive practices, routines, and stuff like that is how it affects our body. So we're going to go through some of these foundation exercises that we practice in Tai Chi that help alleviate some of those problems and just kind of restore the proper functioning to the body. Now, this isn't completely Tai Chi itself. We're not going to be working on the form or the movements or anything. These are just some of the foundation exercises, slightly modified to help you with your sort of work environment. You can do them sitting at your desk. We're going to show you just a few of the basic exercises, basic foundations that you can do sitting at your desk with little movement or little environmental space. So we'll begin with the first one. And so one of the key things that you're going to want to learn to do is sit at the front of your chair. So push your chair back a little bit so that you can sit upright. So you want your chest up and expressing up through the top of your head. So your hips are firmly seated, balanced. So you don't want to be sitting on one side or the other. You want to be firmly balanced on your hips, expressing up through the top of the head, but letting everything relax. Not collapse, but just relax. Now the first one involves turning the wrists forward and back. Now the way that you can sort of set this up for yourself is put your elbows on your desk in front of you, and this is quite simply to stabilize the elbows so that you'll get full functioning, full rotation through the forearms and through the wrists. And then simply all you do is having the palms turned back, turn the palms forward, keeping the fingers extended, and turn them back and forth. Now this simple exercise is simply an exercise of rotating through the middle finger and the elbow joint. Now having your elbow on the table keeps the elbow stable so it's not swinging out to the side. You want to keep the elbow stable and just turning the wrists as far forward and as far back as you can without scrunching. You don't want the fingers to distort. You want to keep the palms open and the fingers extended as you go through this. Now, putting your elbows on your desk causes you to lean forward. So you want to sit up, have the shoulders and elbows relaxed in front. Now that you've got the idea of this rotation, and then just rotate, letting everything in the body relax and the weight settle into your feet or into your hips. The feet are planted on the floor out in front of your chair, and you want the feet connected as well. So you've got this whole body engagement in this movement. Once you get the idea of that rotation, then you can start to speed them up until you can just feel the circulation improve in the fingers and in the hands. You might feel tingling, you might feel warmth, you might feel them getting cold. And you just do this until you can feel things kind of loosen up and relax. And the more you can relax and apply less effort, the more freely you can make this movement do, the better it is. And just letting yourself breathe, let everything settle down into your hips, letting your feet contact. And you can just do this until you start to kind of lose control of one, until they maybe get a little tired, and then you can just set them down and let your arms relax. Okay, So the next exercise is going to be a continuation of the first one. So with this rotation, we're now going to get the arm to extend out in front, and then as it turns back, it drops down and comes into the body. So you're taking this wrist rotation and applying an arm extension and then an arm relaxation as the wrist rotates. So you can start with one arm at a time and do the other one. So notice that the fingertips are turned over towards the center of the body. So you've got a center line in front, and the arm is expressing out and turning and coming back in with the fingertips turned in towards that center line. And then you apply both arms together. So kind of like pedaling a bicycle in front of you, as you're just turning the wrists and keeping them going. Now if you need more room from your desk, push your chair back so that the bottom hand can drop down to the belly. So the arm is pushing out from the shoulder line and pushing straight ahead and then turning and dropping down underneath. So it's just rotating in front. Again, keeping the shoulders relaxed, keeping the weight balanced in the hips so the spine is pushing upright through the top of the head. And not letting your body rock. So don't let your body tip from side to side as you push out. Try and keep the body still in the center and balanced and relaxed as the arms move. So this is working into the shoulders. Exercises like these really help with relaxing the shoulder, and you might feel tension building up, so the key thing is to let the shoulders relax. This is really helping with things like carpal tunnel and tendinitis. It's helping to relax and stretch the tendons in the hands, the wrists, the arms, the shoulders in a very relaxed manner. So you're not doing any tension, you're just letting it rotate and express as you're moving through the motion. And just let your arms relax. So the next one is again a continuation from the first two. So you can do these consecutively in order. This next one is going to combine the wrist rotation, the arm extension, and move the arms out to the sides. So from this position, your arms are up in front, crossed, a little away from the body, so you don't want them pulled in tight. You want them expressed out in front. And the first thing that happens is the wrists turn, the palms turn forward, and then the palms express out to the sides. Then the palms will turn back, and then just let the shoulders drop and relax. And then again, relax the shoulders, turn the palms forward, and they come up and cross. So this is a constant expression. So they're expressing out, and then as they turn back, they continue to express kind of back behind you, beside the chair, and then turn forward with the palms, drop the shoulders and elbows to bring the arms up to cross again. Turn and express open. Turn them back, and then when they express down, then relax the shoulders, turn the palms forward so they can come up and cross. And then you just continue on like that. Again, trying to keep it fairly continuous. Don't pull the hands back, just let the palms turn back. So after you've expressed, just turn the wrists and let the shoulders and arms drop and express back. Don't pull them back. And again, keeping the weight balanced in the hips, keeping the feet flat on the floor, and connected with part of this movement. Some people will ask about breathing. Yes, breathe. Don't worry about patterns or anything like that. Just keep it relaxed and let yourself breathe naturally. And again, go practice this, do this a few times, Just focusing on the movement, just focusing on range of motion, getting that rotation of the wrists turning, and they continue to turn, and then they turn forward and come up. And then once you feel the circulation's working, put your hands down and let the arms relax. The next one is going to incorporate the wrist turning, the arm expressing back, with a movement of the spine. So quite often when we're sitting, we're usually kind of hunched over, or our spine is tight to hold our arms up in front. So being able to let the shoulders and elbows drop and relax, but also we want to start getting our spines to learn how to turn. So that means turning in the vertebrae. So the basic action, if we were to put our hands up in front like we did with the first exercise, the basic action is keeping our hips sitting on the chair, is turning to one corner 45 degrees, and then turning back to the other side. So the arms, the hands stay in front of the shoulders, in front of the body, and you're just letting the body turn from corner to corner. So keeping the shoulders relaxed and trying to turn from the base of the spine, so right from the hips, and allowing each vertebrae to turn. And what helps is if you turn and look towards the corner. And you turn and look towards the corner. And that allows your body to turn. Now that's the first part. From there, and you turn one direction. So if I'm turned to the right here, my right hand is up. Now I'm going to turn and drop my left hand down to my waist, and I'm going to turn to the left. The left hand goes around behind and beside me, and then I'm going to bring the left hand up, and the right hand starts to press down to my waist, and then I turn to the right. And then I'm going to switch arms. So let the right arm express back, and then bring the fingertips up. And as I turn back the other way, the hand in front of me is palm towards my face, and the other hand is palm down. And I'm going to switch and turn back the other way. So when the hand goes down, it starts to go down to the waist and circles around beside and behind you. And then when it comes up, the other hand circles down to the waist and down around behind you. So you're expressing with the palm down and back, and then it comes up, and then the palm is towards you as it comes across in front. So if you pick a point on the wall in front of you, that arm will center in front, and then the other one comes up, and then as you turn, it will center in front as well. The body goes to 45, and the hand comes around to the center in front of you. Trying to keep the shoulders relaxed. If you got arms on your chair, it might be difficult. You might be tending to lift your shoulder. Try not to. Let the hand go out more out to the side to clear the arm of your chair if need be, and let it press back. So you're pressing back with the palm. And then it turns and comes up. Pay attention to your shoulders. Make sure you're not straining in the shoulder. Again, you're not cranking the arm back. You're letting it express and press back and down. So the arm extends. You just practice this back and forth, keeping everything inside relaxed. If your back is a little tight, if your muscles in your lower back are tight, it might take a little more effort to try and get you to turn. But try and relax it as much as possible. So this movement is very soft, very gentle. Everything inside is relaxed, so you're not trying to pull the body from side to side. And then you can let the arms drop and let yourself relax. Again, feeling the expression up through the top of the head. So the next one, You may have to give yourself a little bit of room back from your desk, so push your chair back. Get right to the front edge of the chair. Have your feet about shoulder width apart with the toes angling out slightly. Put your hands on your desk, and then from here, get your weight balanced over your feet, and then what you're going to do is push up through the top of the head. So you're going to push with your legs, so you're going to be balanced on your feet. You're going to push up from the legs, up through the top of the head, and then sit back down in your chair. And then come back up again, and sit back down in the chair. So this is the basic idea. And what you want to try and achieve is being able to sit down, touch the chair, and come back up. So don't stop and rest on the chair. Sit down, touch the chair, and push back up. So you just do this continuously, up and down. Again, keeping the knees lined up with the feet. So don't let your knees squeeze in. Don't let them push out. Just let your hips sit back like you're sitting on the chair. Your hands can be on the desk. And then push up again. So this helps to exercise the lower spine, the hip joints. It engages all the muscles in the legs so that it helps the circulation start to pump through the legs up into the rest of the body. So it's really great if you've been sitting at the desk for an hour or more. Get up at least every hour. If you can do it every half hour or something, just get up and do this standing up and sitting down exercise maybe 10 times. And then relax. And that's the first part of that. So we'll just include the next part here. So, having your hands on the desk sort of gives you a support. And you can start with that. If you can, you want to start with the hands pressing down. And then as you stand up, the hands turn palms up, come up to the shoulder height. They turn palms down, and you sit down, the hands come down to the waist. They turn and come up, and sit down. So the first couple of ones, sit on the chair, and then turn the hands and push up again. This helps to keep the spine going straight up. You don't want to be falling forward as you come up or sit down. Try and keep the body balanced in the hips over the feet. And give yourself enough room so that your hands can press down to the waist and come back up. So the more you can lighten the shoulders and lighten the arms, so you can feel that the legs are pushing the arms up. So the arms are very light, and as you relax into the hips, the hands press down, and as you push with the legs, the hands come up. This way, this is engaging the whole body right up to the top of the head. So this is moving the circulations from the feet all the way through the body, out the fingertips and the top of the head. Do 10 or 20 of these, and then you're ready to go back to work. So practice these on a regular basis, like I say, every half an hour or an hour. Go through this little sequence, and that'll really do a lot towards helping keep the arms, shoulders, body, the spine, the legs all nice and relaxed and engaged, and keep the circulation going through the body. Hope this all helps. Again, I'm Kevin with Awareness Tai Chi. Check out our website, the Awareness website. You can go to our YouTube channel. If you go to our website, go to the YouTube channel. Check out all the YouTubes if you want to learn more about Tai Chi. Maybe start practicing a little bit of the movements and stuff. Find all our videos there, and that should help you get started. Take care. We'll see ya.